Things are getting very exciting on the Shiba Inu market, which is part of the crypto market. And it's getting more and more important for people who own cryptocurrencies to decide what to do next with their finances. If you are thinking about doing that, this movie has some information that might help you decide. So, make sure to watch this video all the way through. Disclaimer: at the moment, it seems like the crypto market is collapsing on itself. This all started around 2020 or 2021, when the crypto market boomed and a lot of people made a lot of money. But when 2022 came around, not only did prices start to fall, but so did crypto companies. Even worse, companies like FTX were being looked into for doing things that were illegal. But Binance was always strong and helped many crypto projects when they were in trouble. So many people probably thought Binance was following all the rules. But the last few days have shown that that isn't true. Binance and its CEO are being looked into for stealing money and customers, as well as for other types of fraud. Binance is the biggest exchange on the cryptocurrency market, so this mess is not good for cryptocurrency, and bad things have already started to happen. Binance US, which is the US branch of Binance, has said that it will stop letting people trade dollars on its website. Reuters says this is because the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has asked for all of its assets to be frozen. In a follow-up filing on Tuesday, the SEC asked a federal court to freeze Binance's U.S. assets. According to the agency, this includes customer assets worth more than $2.2 billion in crypto and about $377 million in U.S. dollar bank accounts. The SEC was worried that the company might send those cash abroad. Binance.us said that the move was not right. So, if you are a US user with dollar-backed assets on Binance.us, you have until Tuesday to get your money out before you can never get it back. Crypto holders everywhere are living in scary times, and they have gotten even scarier. Changes are happening on more than one market, not just Binance. Scary things have also been done by Robinhood. It just said on Friday that it was getting rid of 3 cryptocurrencies from its site. This is also about Binance and its problems with the SEC. In both the Binance case and the Coinbase lawsuit, it was said that some tokens were securities. And Robinhood wants to get away from all of that by taking these tokens off the list. Now, Shib is not one of those coins that have been taken off the market, which could be the only good thing about all of this. Let's not forget, though, that Binance is still the biggest whale. I'm not just talking about the fact that Binance is the market with the cheapest tokens. Aside from the Burn wallet, Binance is the wallet where tokens are the cheapest. With everything going on, it's hard to say what this means for Shib. Binance became the biggest sheep whale by saving a failing cryptocurrency trading company. As I said before, Binance was really on it, buying up companies that were having trouble and giving loans to those who needed them. This is how Binance came to own all of the Voyager coins. And if you've been around for a while, you know that Voyager had a lot of sheep. In fact, Voyager started selling some of its assets after it went bankrupt to get some money back. And because it held a lot of sheep, sheep ended up being the symbol that was sold, even though most of the sheep weren't worth the price of sheep. So, when Binance made an offer to buy Voyager, sheep owners were happy because it meant that they would no longer have to buy Voyager sheep. Binance is now in the middle of a case, which means we might be back where we started. In fact, we might be in a worse place now than when we started. This is because Binance held some sheep tokens before it bought Voyager, which made it the biggest sheep holder in the world. If Binance has to sell off its sheep tokens because of its case, the Shiba Inu token might not be able to make it. If you thought this was really helpful, please leave a review and tell your friends about this video. It really helps with YouTube's algorithm, which makes it easier for me to keep making better movies. Even if Binance didn't sell off its sheep tokens, which seems unlikely since it's happening right now, this lawsuit could still affect crypto and sheep users in other ways. But before we get to that, this station gives away 100,000 sheep every day to anyone who wants to take part. All you need to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a message below. #Shiba Inu. Best of luck. Some cryptocurrencies have been labeled as securities by the SEC, which is a choice that can affect everyone. Investors should be in crypto if they want to invest in exchanges and the bigger cryptocurrency market. The main case SEC v. W.J. Howey Company set up the Howey test to figure out if a deal is an investment contract, which is a type of security. This test checks to see if a deal involves an investment in a joint business with the main goal of making money from the work of others. By applying these factors to the cryptocurrency market, the SEC has shown that it is likely that a number of tokens meet the definition of a security, which means that they need to follow the rules for securities. She did not make the SEC list of securities, which is good news because users can still trade it easily. Also, there were many of the biggest cryptocurrencies on the list. But both Terra and Luna, which are used in Terra, are stocks. But more importantly for this video, Binance tokens, Binance Coin, BNB, and Binance USD have all been listed as assets, which just adds to Binance Mountain's problems. Especially if you live in the US. You need to decide quickly what to do with your tokens if you own any of the cryptocurrencies that have been named as securities. According to Being Crypto, it is usually against US law to sell securities that have not been listed. Under this rule, securities must be registered with the SEC before they can be sold to the public. Cryptocurrencies are not listed with the SEC because they are not regulated in the first place. So, if you have any of these tokens, you need to make some important choices. But even if your cryptocurrencies are not considered assets, you still have some choices to make. With all that is happening right now, it might not be the best idea to keep your tokens in an exchange. I'm not telling you what to do here. It's still up to you to decide. But if Binance could get in trouble for fraud, it seems like no cryptocurrency exchange site is safe. So you might want to start thinking about moving your tokens out of exchange sites and into a cold wallet. Of course, the Shiba Inu cold wallet would probably be the best choice. But since it's still being made, a Ledger wallet would be one of the best choices right now. I have to say that Ledger is one of the most reliable hardware wallets out there. Because it is built on 2 chips instead of 1, Ledger is a little bit safer than its competitors. 1 chip for the base. For someone who has never used a cold wallet before, one with a simple design might be the best choice. Still, I think you should really think about moving your tickets into one. I'll put a link to the Ledger cold wallet in the description below so you can choose. So you know how important this is. Da Vinci. Jeremy is a well-known early Bitcoin investor, and he thinks it's a bad idea to leave your tokens and platforms right now. 10 years ago, this man told people to buy at least $1 worth of Bitcoin. Since then, he has made some of the best crypto investments. So he knows a lot about cryptocurrencies and is now telling people to take their money out of exchanges. The case against Binance shows that exchanges are not as safe as we thought. So, do your study and come to your own conclusion, but make sure to really think about everything and consider all the factors so you don't lose money.